Yo, what is up fam, Bamalam? Welcome back to the channel. So this is KIXPLORE, where we talk everything about sneakers, lifestyle, travel, and a little bit of everything in between. And today we're going to be talking about a subject that I think is very important, and that is basically what was the sneaker, like your first sneaker that kind of got everything started, or what was your first sneaker that you ever bought with your own money, all that kind of stuff, because a lot of people, really remember their first, of everything. So one of the things that I really wanted to talk about was the first sneaker that I bought, or the first sneaker that you guys bought that kind of ignited the fire, the sneaker collecting fire that you have inside you. That's what I wanted to talk about today. So in this video, I'm not just going to be talking about the kind of sneakers that I first started out with. I also got a couple of people from Instagram and friends and stuff to actually show and share their sneakers that they kind of first started with as well, with their own money or whatever, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. So since I've been collecting for like over a decade now, so I don't have the actual sneakers that I first started with. I don't even have photos of them. I can't even find the name of the first sneaker. All I remember is that I bought it from Nike Town back in Melbourne, which was back in Bourke Street when there was a huge like 3-story Nike building, or however, it was a multi-level building out in Bourke Street ages ago. And that's where I first bought my first Team Jordan with my own money. I remember because I worked like maybe a couple blocks like for my first job. It wasn't really a legit job, it was a cash job. Like kind of sorting out books at academic in general. Gosh, those were the days. Anyway, so once I got my first paycheck there, once I made enough, I went straight down to Nike Town and basically bought my first Team Jordan. But it was a Team Jordan sneaker. All I can remember from it was it was mainly white and it had light blue patches on it, because light blue back then was my favorite color. Why? Because Carmelo Anthony, when he was playing for the Denver Nuggets, was my favorite player. But the kind of sneaker that I bought that kind of ignited the sneaker passion within me were my first it was the Air Jordan 13 Flints. This was so many years ago. I don't have them anymore because I beat them to the ground. I actually played basketball in them. Like I did not wear them for maybe around 6 months, because it was my first sneaker. It was my first like real retro Jordan that I had in my collection, and I didn't wear it for a while. And then I just said to myself, why do I have this sneaker if I cannot use it? Like, I'm not here just to, I didn't buy it just to like smell it and look at it and all that kind of stuff. So I ended up balling with it. Like when I used to play basketball for clubs and stuff, yeah, I beat them to the ground, and I didn't realize the value of them, because even some of my friends that were big sneakerheads, mostly like long time sneakerheads more than I was at that time, they were like, why are you playing in your Flints, man? And I'm like, well, they're basketball shoes. And back then I didn't care about the shoes that I wore. I just, if I could play basketball in them and if I look cool, I'm wearing them. When I first put them on, I was like, man, I look fly, bro. I feel fly. And it made me play like 10 times better. Like, well, I felt like it made me play 10 times better. And yeah, that's kind of where it started from there. And here we are today. So now I'm going to be talking about all the other people's kind of first sneakers that they submitted to me via Instagram. Thank you so much for everyone that participated. I love your feedback. So let's get into it. I'm just trying to look for the first one. So the first one's from Mr. Derek Narcisso's son. Yeah, Mr. Chosen One. Anyway, he was showing me that his first sneakers were these ones, and they're pretty fire. Like, I gotta admit, I think these are Huaraches, Kobe Huaraches. Nike Kobe Huarache, they're pretty fire. I love the colorway. I love the shot, man. That's crazy photo, man. But like, yeah, definitely props to that kind of sneaker. Look, I like how he did the laces. They're all like loose and stuff. He's got his own style to it. So street, very, aesthetically pleasing to the eye, especially the way the photo was done. So just like father, like son, I guess. Also next, we've got Mr. JC Souls, Mr. James Campbell, YouTuber, young entrepreneur, customizer. Yeah, he showed me what he's got here. He's got, back in 2018, I was like obsessed with the basketball and not so much shoes, and I saw Cousteau do like weekly release videos back when shoes were gold, and I was hooked. And it looks like, I think these are KDs. I think these are KDs, the one that she's showing. Interesting black and white colorway, very neutral and you know, very aesthetically pleasing, matching a lot of outfits and a lot of basketball uniforms, I'm guessing, because James, I know, plays a lot of basketball back in is it Bendigo Ballarat. Oh, sorry man, I can't remember, but I know it's pretty, like, you know, a little bit further into the outer suburbs. But I know my man can ball, very young, got a lot of aspiration. So shout out to James, and go follow him, guys. So next we've got, I think it's Mr. Josh. Mr. Josh, the first one they bought with his own money. He's actually got a video on it. It's the mids, right? The white mids, the Air Jordan 1 mids. Can't go wrong with them. So fresh, so clean. As long as they are clean. Once they start getting a little bit spotted, like you wish that they were crispy clean. Crispy, did I say Krispy Kreme? I mean crispy clean. Anyway, it's a really good sneaker. And what did Josh say? Air Jordan 1 mid found in the outlets around 2017. Okay, picked up for $120, and I'm pretty sure I wanted a pair of ones to start off the collections. Well, that's pretty good. You know, cool little selection that you have there, Josh. Josh is also a growing YouTuber. Please do check him out. He does a lot of really good videos. My man's a hustler, man. Josh, he like releases videos almost every day now, not just on YouTube but also on TikTok. So go follow him, guys. Next we got Mr. Kick75 Shane, my dude. This guy sent a couple. So this is his first one, which are cons, and these are so old school. So what did he say? Don't have pictures, but the original fire reds with the 23 on the side air sole started leaking, got refunded as they were sold out. Ended up getting Converse. We'll find our pic on Google as for start of present collecting Jordan 6 CNY. I think it's Chinese New Year. These are retros. I mean, they got a little bit of the forum look there. Very interesting, very definitely like old school vibes coming out here. I could see, I remember that's how basketball players used to wear their sneakers, like really puffy, especially around the ankle area, and with the straps and everything. Yeah, these were like fire back in the day. But yeah, he's also got the Chinese New Year's here. I've seen this in his collection, Mr. Shane, for a while now. So definitely really cool. It's got all the patterns on it, as you can see. It's like Chinese New Year fireworks is what I'm guessing. It's got all the gold accents and all these gold detailing. Very simple. And it's got that red like white flower on the back heel. Very interesting. Next we got Chase. If you don't know who Chase is, I've done a couple of videos with him already. Basically he's a sneaker customizer, or you know, he creates shoes from basically the ground up. So he does amazing work, so please go and follow him. Also follow Shane, guys. All the people that I mentioned here, please check out their Instagrams, because they do have a lot of really cool stuff. And what Chase was saying, he doesn't have like pictures, like real pictures on it, so he had to go get stuff from StockX. And his first one was what does it even say here? Nike Dunks. So SB Lows was the first one they got here. I don't even know. Tokyo Green Taxis. So they've got a pretty, yeah, SBs now have such a huge resale value now. But yeah, it's really interesting, like the way that like culture has changed sneakers and stuff. So it's really, yeah, it's exciting how things just change and coming back in style and all that kind of stuff. So SB, as you can see here, what we have for Chase, you know, very clean colorway. Looks like a Ninja Turtle shoe. That's why every time, like when I look at it, that's what it looks like. But it's very interesting, very sleek, and yeah, very colorful. I like it. And he also got the Air, what are they called? Air Sash? Air Stab, sorry. Air Sash. Anyway, no price value, but I remember, I do know that this has got a little bit of history in terms of like violence and stuff, because people used to be killing themselves over sneakers back in the day. And this one actually says Air Stab, and I know a lot of people got hurt trying to cop these sneakers. There was a lot of violence, a lot of riots, and it's amazing how, like in a good way and a bad way as well, how sneakers has kind of transformed culture. How they had to, instead of like lining up for sneakers, they changed everything to online raffles now. and you know, that's just basically how it is. And but you know, it's really good that things are a lot safer now, because people were killing themselves over like Concords before. That's so bad. That is so bad. But it's good that everything's changed for the better now. But yeah, Air Stabs, it's still a pretty cool colorway. Yeah, like Nike's, it's got a really, my favorite part would probably be the air bubble area, where it's got those three black triangles coming like painted over the actual air bubble. I think that's pretty cool. Very cool sneaker. And yeah, I'd probably like to see this come back. D as well, D Wards, she's from Sydney. Awesome IG sneaker photographer. She was saying that her first one was the Onitsuka Tiger, Asics Tiger Midrunner. If you don't know your history between Nike, Nike has like ties with Onitsuka Tiger, and yeah, without Onitsuka Tiger, Nike probably wouldn't be here today. So it's very it's good to know that kind of stuff. Read Shoe Dog, guys. If you haven't read it, it's a really good novel by Phil Knight. The guy that started Nike and stuff, so it's a good read, and it's an interesting sneaker. D, she says, I think she's still got it as well, which is really interesting. Yeah, it's like back in the day, these were really popular, especially in Australia. People were wearing these hard, right, on the streets. People were loving these. It's got a really, for me, it doesn't look so comfortable because it's got a really flat sole. I don't know, because I need cushioning, and for maybe skinnier people this would have looked really good, but for me it would have been really uncomfortable. But I do like the clean colors, the stripes, the kind of paneling that it's got on the side. Very interesting. I think it's a really clean sneaker. Thanks, D. And we got Mr. Tommy Fung as well. I think he's the last one. Yeah, he's the last one. He was one of the first people that actually hit me up about this sneaker. It's pretty like kind of what your first sneakers were. He was saying that his first ones were these, the metallics. Very interesting. I mean, I got some too. I remember buying them in the Philippines a couple of years ago. Didn't wear them because I thought they were so plain. And I kind of regret it now, because they were actually, you know, I probably would have wore them like now. But anyway, they're gone now. I resold them at KIXTW, because I just had no use for them, so I resold them. And this is my man actually wearing them. He beat his down to the ground. He loved them so much, but that's just how it is. If you like your sneakers, you gotta wear it, guys. Anyway, so that's pretty much all the kind of people that did submit something in. So thank you very much. Thank you for being a part of the video. But I did want to show a sneaker, because probably these are the normal standard. I think these came out in 2012, I think it was. Basically these have been the longest lasting sneaker in my collection. They're still, well, pretty much dead stock. I haven't worn them yet. I think I've tried it on the right shoe, but it's still pretty much, yeah, I haven't used it at all. And I'm really scared that if I do try them on, it's going to start cracking all over here. This is what I noticed with some of my other Jordan 4s that came out on the same year that I did wear. All the cracking started here, and that's just basically how it is. And I mean, I've been still waiting for a day to actually break these out. I promise, guys, I will wear these eventually. Anyways, thank you once again for watching this video. I hope it kind of lets you think about what was your first sneaker, what kind of first started your passion for collecting sneakers and all that kind of stuff. So let me know in the comments what was your first sneaker that kind of started it all, or what was the first one you bought with your own first paycheck kind of thing. And let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Peace.